Hey y'all, Halfmilesniper here. And today, well, today's the day we're going to take the first shots with the Arken EP5 Gen II rifle scope with the Tor reticle. So, y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. So, one of the things I did since firing this rifle last time, remember this is my 308, my Remington 700, and I have the Rise Armament Reliant Pro trigger in here, and I had it dialed down to, I want to say 1 pound, 15 ounces. Well, I have lowered the trigger weight to get it closer to what my 6 Creedmoor is, so we're going to weigh it this morning and take some dry fires, of course. No magazine, empty chamber, unload it, safe gun. First trigger pull. That's at 1 pound, 6 ounces. We're going to take 3 for an average. And so actually it's 1 pound, 6.1 ounces. You gotta remember to be on the same spot of the trigger each time. 1 pound, 3 ounces. One pound, 5.9 ounces. That tells us our 3 trigger pull average is 1 pound, 5 ounces. So I'm going to leave it right there for right now. Even though we don't have any ammo in the gun or a target camera, and all I'm going to do is dry fire, we're going to take a shot of accuracy juice. Let's see, what are we down to? We're set to about 10 power. And now I got it dialed up to about 20 power. Dry firing. Ooh. One more. One pound, 3 ounces. Pretty dang light. Okay, let's go get that target set up and the target camera set up and get to shooting, see how this thing does. So I felt it appropriate today that I wear my, you need to adjust your scope shirt, because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be adjusting the scope. We'll get it zeroed and then we'll figure out how far off we want to dial it to shoot groups with on another day. So let's go get the target camera set up. Okay, so we've got our zeroing the Arken target. We have a 1-inch dot, and that very outside edge of the yellow is 1 inch. So just the black is a little bit under 1 inch. And I noticed the stadia lines They don't come together. They're open in the middle with a dot, and they line up perfectly with the edges of that little dot there. For safety's sake, I have my camera offset to the side, just in case I had a really bad run bore sighting at the house. So far, just looking through the Arken EP5 for the dry fire shots, it is head and shoulders better than the Millet Tactical I was running. That scope served me well, but it had really thick crosshairs. And it was only a 34mm tube, and with the illumination battery receptacle being like right back at the eyepiece, it was kind of clunky. Okay, we're almost back to the rifle. Alrighty, for those new to the channel, this is my old Remington 700 in 308 with a 20-inch barrel. It has a primary weapon system brake on it. I stuck it in an Outlier chassis. I modified the back end of the Outlier chassis with the MDT SRS buttstock. Rise Armament sent me one of their Reliant Pro triggers for the 700. I have it installed here. You just saw that trigger weight. I have it dialed down to 1 pound, 5 ounces was it, on average. Arken Optics reached out to me and asked me to review their scope, and they sent me the EP5 Gen II 5x25 by 56mm objective, and I got it with the Tor MRAD reticle. So, without further ado, let's get some shooting done. Our ammo this morning is going to be the Federal Premium Tactical 168 grain Sierra Match King with the blue tactical tip. This will be my first shot through the Arken EP5. One more shot of accuracy juice, and we'll get that first shot down and see how bad I bore sighted it at the house. Ears in, eyes on. Well, I had to walk down there because I wasn't looking far enough. That first shot hit 4 mils high and 2 mils to the left. So we are going to come down 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go right 2 mils. Well, let's see what that does. Yeah, I was looking all around. I was looking around the dot like this far and wasn't seeing anything. So I walked down there only to find that I hit way high. Okay. Did I? Left my empty in there. Okay. Yep, I needed to adjust my scope. I did a horrible job bore sighting this time. That looks a little bit better. Let's see if I can get a repeat performance. Well, for this exercise, I'm going to call that close enough for government work. What I want to do using that same target, I'm going to put 2 more dots down there, and we're going to put a couple of 3-round groups down on that target. Okay, I'm going to leave my elevation where it is, and I want to go 1 more click to the right. If you notice, there's 2 new dots down there. I hoofed it down there, put 2 dots up. We're going to shoot on the left dot, 3 rounds. I want to make sure I'm centered on the left dot. Then I'm going to reset 0 on the turrets and try to set the 0 stop. So, quick shot of accuracy juice, and we'll shoot. Couple of thoughts on this EP5 real quick. I'm liking the eye relief because even at 20 power, I'm not having to hunt for no shadow. Now, was that me? Or was that, did I go the wrong way? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm going to say that first shot was me. Well, maybe not. Wonder if it's just factory ammo. Interesting. I should have brought some home-rolled ammo. Oh well. Can't blame the scope. We're either going to blame the ammo or the shooter. And since the ammo's been like residing in my truck, getting cooked and cooled down, it's probably the ammo. Oh well. Let me shut the cameras down. We're going to reset the turrets and try to set the 0 stop. Alrighty, so to reset our turrets, we are just going to loosen these 3 set screws around the outer ring. And that one is probably right down here. Yep. And now that they're loose, I can dial that without making any clicks. And then we just snug these back up. Don't want to over tighten them because then we'll be hosed. And we got clicks again. We'll do the same up top. I'll bring you back when I get ready to do the 0 stop. So we got our 0 stop, or our turret zeroed. And I had commented when I did the unboxing that I would look in the instructions to figure out how to set the zero stop. I opined how I thought, that I had to loosen this set screw and then adjust it here at this top screw. Unfortunately, I could not find that answer in the instructions. I did find the answer online though, and it confirmed what I believed. Now I'm going to dial down about 7/10 of a mil. I've already loosened the set screw, and now, if I understand correctly, we dial this down until it's snug, and we retighten the set screw. Okay, we're going to go a little bit more down. There. So, yeah, you feel it just start to snug up. I went too tight to begin with. Perfect. So that gives me maybe 1/2 mil. Okay, I think I got it. I got it set to 4/10 down so I can find it quickly without having to look. Very good. Well, we've got the turret zeroed, and we should have the zero stop set now. We're going to take one more 3-shot group and continue getting used to the lightened Rise Reliant Pro trigger that I have in this rifle, and a little bit more getting used to this scope. I'm really digging this scope so far. It is head and shoulders better than the Millet Tactical I was running. The day ain't getting any cooler. Ears in, eyes on. Y'all are running. And we are loaded up with 3 more rounds of Factory Federal Tactical Tip. Maybe I can even not embarrass myself. Well, was that a dead round? Or did I not chamber a round? I did not chamber a round. I short stroked it on the get-go. Wow, short stroked to 308. I thought I only did that with the 6.5 PRC. But that was sure a pretty dry fire. And I'm losing my aim point. Well. Let's take a closer look here. Yeah. I think we did okay. I think it just took me a few shots to get used to the new adjustment on the trigger. 1 pound, 5 ounces. We'll keep it there for a little bit before I drop it down some more. Once again, thank you, Rise Armament, for sending me that Reliant Pro trigger. For those of y'all who might be interested in one, There'll be an affiliate link in the pinned comment below. Use code, I think it's Halfmile. Don't remember off the top of my head, but let's get down here and take a closer look. Well. Like I said, first shot went way up here. And I had to hoof it down here to find it because I wasn't looking that far away from the middle. Next shot went right there. Then I pushed it over here. Then I shot a terrible 3-round group. I was ready to blame the ammo because it's just been sitting in the truck. I slowed down, took my time, really paid attention to what I was doing with that newly lightened trigger, and I think I did okay. Let's go back and measure that up. Okay, as we said downrange, first shot went way up there above the E, which was exactly 4 mils high, and it looked to be 2 mils to the left. So I dialed 4 mils down, 2 mils to the right, and we put that shot right here. Followed it up with one right there. I said 1 more 1/10 right, and then I shot a horrible 1.57 inch group. And I was ready to blame the ammo. I take the blame on that. I wasn't quite ready or quite used to the lightened trigger that I have. Mind you, this is just 6 shots in from lightening the trigger. The next 3 shots, much better. Paid close attention to what I was doing with that trigger and put a 0.505 inch group. Those are the first shots out of the Arken EP5. I'm liking it. So, my initial thoughts, now that I've got some rounds downrange with the Arken EP5, I like it. Glass is really clear. Like I said, I got it dialed up to 20 power, and the stadia lines, where they open up to the gap in the middle, go right to the edges of that 1 inch dot I was using for my aim point. And the center dot, I was just holding that in the red on my aim point. And that last group proved out to be pretty good. So I really like it. I like the size of the turrets. The clicks are very, very tactile and very audible. 2 things I'm not too keen on. And I know they have one available, but they don't provide a throw lever for adjusting your zoom. And I could find no mention of how to set the 0 stop in the instruction manual. It talks about the 0 reset, loosening the 3 screws and moving the cap back to 0 and then snugging them back up. But I didn't find anything about resetting or setting the 0 stop. I've got 0 stop set now, so it stops 1/2 mil down. That gives me a little bit of down adjustment if I'm got a change in ammo or I'm shooting someplace where, you know, my elevation's grossly different or the weather conditions call for bringing my group down. So other than those 2 things, I have nothing to complain about. I'm liking these rings. I mentioned that when I was doing the unboxing, they tell you right here, 18 foot-pounds on your clamping rings and 30 inch pounds where you attach to your rail. Nice scope. Thank you, Arken. Once I ordered a level, I'm waiting for it to come in. I'll have the same level I have on my 6 Creedmoor. Get a few more rounds downrange, getting accustomed to the scope, getting accustomed to the lightened trigger, and I'll take this to a PRS match and shoot tactical division with it, I think. Thank you, Arken, for reaching out to me to review your scope. I will be doing another test with it here soon. We're going to do a tall target test, but that'll be for another day. There'll be a link to the Rise Armament trigger in the pinned comment below, and hopefully, eventually, Arken will accept me into the affiliate program and we can get some discounts for y'all. But until then, right now, these scopes are on sale. There's a code on Arken's website, and I think you can get this scope for under about 500 teaspoons of sugar. So, pretty cool. With all that being said, Halfmilesniper reminding y'all, hey, you need to adjust your scope. And carry everywhere you can. Get a CCW if you need one. It's getting crazy out there and getting crazier. You are your own protection. With all that being said, it's time for me to pack up and go home. So Halfmilesniper reminding y'all, stay safe, keep shooting. We'll catch you next time. Send it. Hit.